Campbell. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hello, Fernanda Panda. Yeah, I would love to help you with your profile picture. Just hit me up in the DM. We can see what can be done there. Reels by McCool. Hey, how's it going, man? How you doing? Kevin Dieri, thank you so much. I appreciate that, bud. How's everyone doing today? We're just going to be doing kind of the usual today that we're normally accustomed. Just messing around with Comfy UI. What is this from? Yo, best bang for buck PC or GPU for AI? That's a really good question, and maybe not the best question for me because I don't normally go for bang for your buck PCs, unfortunately. Well, actually, I could probably answer that for you because when I was building my AI rig, I was using, I think it was an article on Civitai. Now, I want to be a bit careful here because some of the stuff on here is kind of lewd, the pictures and videos people make, but it's the #1 resource for AI, open source AI. And they have a page where they propose different builds for your budget if you want to get started with AI. I'm sure if I Google it, Civitai AI builds will probably, here we go. Hardware we love. I would recommend you kind of go through here and price out your options. It's a really good place to start. Literally, it is just civitai.com/builds. Couldn't be easier, actually. We'll enlarge it for you there, bud. Give that a try. Do you have any tutorials on how to make your videos? Not yet, but pretty excited to announce that I will be working on one pretty shortly. It's still the very early stages, but I am putting together a course, and it could take a little bit of time, hopefully a matter of weeks, maybe months, no more than 2 months. I don't know. It's hard to give a time frame because it's the first course I've ever built, but I'm going to really give it my all. I'm going to try and do the best job that I can with it. And once it's done, I'll announce it on here. So I don't know what if around here. I'm following you, so you rock. Butterfly Angel saying thank you so much for your comment. Let's see, the mask you currently have loaded. Did you make that mask in Blender? No, this one, I found it somewhere online, if I'm being honest. I can't remember exactly where I found it. My video references are kind of a hodgepodge of things I've collected over time. Some of them I've made, others I've just kind of derived depth maps from things that I like. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag there. What's best for switching faces in video? I guess my answer would be Comfy UI, but it's definitely got the bigger learning curve versus the competition. I think Runway will let you do well, it'll definitely do lip syncing and let you lip sync a picture of a person like yourself or a friend. Okay. Anyways, let's have some fun, shall we? Okay, so this is from last night on my TikTok stream, and I would encourage you to check me out on TikTok. Yeah, we were just making our usual monstrosities. Oh, like the politics ones where look real. Yeah, there, there's some pretty um like some of the political ones with like Trump and Biden and any of these politicians, some of them are very realistic looking with the faces. And that's actually a very good question. If I were you, would reach out to those accounts that really specialize in those ones and kind of poke them about their process and see what they're willing to reveal. Because I'm also kind of in awe of what they're able to achieve, frankly. Yeah, that's the thing about AI art, as you will find with any medium, really, is people specialize in different styles and different approaches with the medium. And I guess you could say my specialty are monstrosities, such as the ones in front of you. Yes, indeed. So let's kind of set up our little flow here. I like to have a couple tabs open for my workflows. The first one tends to be for image generation. And for that, I use a basic text-to-image workflow based off of Mobius as my model. Mobius is actually a favorite of mine right now due to its ability to really follow the prompt pretty closely. And you can get pretty long and elaborate with the prompt, and it's great at capturing most, if not all, of what you've written with a lot of, stylistic integrity too. Sometimes it's a compromise between, prompt adherence and actual artistic merit, but this really walks the line nicely. So without further ado, let's prompt it with something fun. I want to still stay in the kind of macabre gore setting, but maybe not so badly. So let's mix it up a bit. Discussing gore, opulent pearls, jewelry, eyeballs, purples, and indigos. Let's see what that yields us, shall we? I asked AI Manipulator, has said the same thing. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's the best like advice I can give because I personally don't do a whole lot with accurate faces. The faces in my videos are loosely based off of my reference imagery. They don't always capture all the intricacies of it. So if I were to do someone well known like a celebrity or a politician, it probably wouldn't, with my technique, it probably wouldn't look that true to life. So I don't trust that I can give you the best answer possible, but I would encourage you to reach out to some of those artists. You'll find in the community, at least I have, that people are pretty receptive to answer questions, pretty friendly. What are we looking at here? Butterfly Angel asks, we are looking at Comfy UI, which is a platform I use for stable diffusion, image generation, and video generation. Basically open source AI stuff, AI art. It's all totally free, community-driven software. Only bottleneck really is the hardware. You're going to need a pretty beefy rig if you want to do what I do, at least with render times that aren't going to break the bank. And so for our first experiment, we're going to park our old friends down here. This, what I have up here, is a 4-way image morph where it takes 4 images and then morphs between them, as you can see right here. Brazil. Hello to Brazil. And so what I'm going to do is, because I'm kind of fixated on eyes lately, I'm going to keep with the eye theme of things. Going to take our first one here, the purple, paste it into number 1. Maybe I'll just switch up the color a bit for the others. Let's do red. Red. Let's just do that. Boozy Bilal, how are you? I'm good. How are you? How are you doing today? Ooh, this is pretty cool, isn't it? Me likey. So if you have any questions, you guys, about what I'm doing, what I do for a living, really, at this point, my process, AI art in general, I will do my best to answer your questions, whatever it may be. I can't say I'll be able to answer every question, but probably most of them. So shoot me a question and I'll give it a shot. You have me for... How long do you have me today? Today you have me for 50 more minutes. I'm going to be going till about 3:30. And so let's go for a golden eye now. Golden. How long did it take you to get up to speed on Comfy? Well, I started back in, I would say, February or March of this year, to give you a frame of reference. and I took it really seriously. I hit it really hard. I use Comfy basically every day, have since then. Maybe I've taken a day or two off here and there, but largely it's a daily thing for me. And mainly that's because I'm kind of just obsessed with the results that it produces as an artist. It's addictive. It can be very addictive to see the results and to keep iterating. Like you see something you like, you keep going from there, and hours run away from you. I use Runway app, pretty awesome. Yes, Runway is amazing. I love Runway. I use it pretty frequently. Lately, the only other videos I upload that are not Comfy based are Runway based, just because I love the results so much. And look at these, you guys. These are gnarly, aren't they? That's only thing is I don't really want the full face. It's a cool picture though, but I'm gonna try and re-roll just so I can get. I just want eyeballs, so let's zoom in. Close up of eyeballs zoomed in. Let's do that. Oh, that's pretty cool though, isn't it? Okay, I think this will be a good one. And yes, woo, that's weird. Look at that. That's so weird. Yeah, this is dark. Very interesting. We're going to run with it. And lastly, we'll just do an emerald. How about we do green? Emerald green. Let's see what that produces. Oh, they block political prompts. Is that right? It doesn't surprise me, but it does disappoint me. That's unfortunate that it blocks things. Just in general, I don't like being blocked with my prompts, which is one of the main reasons. One of the main reasons I use open source stuff like Comfy and Stable Diffusion. I don't like to be restricted, as I'm sure you don't either. Okay, guys, we have our 4 awesome images that we're going to morph between. We got purple, red, gold, green. Let's give it a rip. We're going to go at 512 by 512. A little on the high end for streaming because it'll take a little longer, but it will be worth it. I promise. I think also we're going to change up the video mask, you guys, because as cool as this one is, I want something more basic for this because the images are already quite detailed, quite a lot to take in there. So I don't want to overbear it with stuff. You know, what kind of art do you most enjoy working on, and which type of art using AI brings in the most income? That's a good question. What kind of art do I enjoy the most to work on? Probably the stuff that you see here right now, like these monstrosities, eyeballs and flesh, and things that are horror themed, abstract horror, and the kind of stuff that brings in the most income. Honestly, it's hard to distill that down to an answer other than just what the clients want. You know, I take a lot of business here on Instagram, a lot of different clients with a lot of different needs and different tastes. So, you know, I do a lot of music videos, 10-second loops. I work with a lot of musicians, people who want music or visuals synced up with their music. Not necessarily synced up. That's something I'd like to get into more as I get better with Touch Designer. I would love to start offering like audio reactive visuals professionally. That would just be the next level for sure. I show your work here in Brazil. I'd never seen it before. Nice. I appreciate it. Thank you for the exposure. Very much appreciated there, brother. Okay, so I'm going to go with the circle, the basic kind of circling out sort of thing, which kind of simulates a zoom in, or it will. And we're going to change our control net to QR code monster. I find that it works well with this one. And we're going to bump this back up to 0.6. And I think that's good. Let's, no, you know what? I always forget lately. And the reason I forget it is because it's a newer inclusion into my workflow. But lately I've been prompting these images with some text as well. Whereas previously I wasn't text prompting it at all. I was just letting the images do the talking. I'm finding now that when I add text to assist the AI, it improves the results even more as far as the accuracy of what I'm looking for. So just going to type something. I'm inspired to learn TD and Comfy. Absolutely. It highly encourage you to do so. Definitely Comfy, because I love Comfy, but Touch Designer is just a whole different ball game. And you could get so much business. If you're a master in Touch Designer and you know your way around it, even a little bit, you can land some pretty solid work. I will tell you right now. I want to do one with you using the one moving in reverse. Oh yeah, because okay, yeah, good call. The one where it goes in reverse. This one right here. Yeah, we should. I actually kind of like this. I only made this recently. You know what? Actually, I'll use that for this one. I think that'll be interesting. So it's exactly the same video, only as stated, it is reversed. So we're just going to give it a basic prompt. I'm going to give it the same prompt I gave for the images, just so it has some guidance, you know? It's not a dramatic improvement, but it nudges it in the right direction, I'd say. So we've just queued our first prompt, finally, after much ado. And we're going to see what we get. Any other questions? I'm happy to answer as best as I can, you guys. It used to go through used to be able to put Biden or Trump or even donkeys. Even donkeys is blocked. Interesting. I think because for me, at least, Runway used to work. Interesting. Yeah. And, you know, election season's coming up and all that. So it doesn't surprise me that they're all cracking down on stuff like that. Again, not like I agree with it. I'm not surprised. And all the more reason to learn Comfy UI, folks. Like, just open source stuff. It's never going to let you down in that way. The results might not be quite the same. I mean, as beautiful as this is, hey, in my opinion, this is more beautiful than what Runway puts out, frankly. But if Runway's good at anything, it's realism, and it's pretty unmatched in that camp. But yeah, open source is really the way to go in most cases, especially if you don't want to be restricted with your prompts. Like your style. Oh, thank you so much. So do I. I appreciate the remark. Is a majority of your income from clients? I would say so, yes. Instagram, mainly. I wish I could say that my actual reels were getting monetized, but as you can imagine, they get demonetized quite frequently, almost every time, to a pretty unfair degree, honestly. I just posted one today that's literally just like an abstract morph of an elephant and an octopus, just two like animals and their skins and texture and whatnot, and it got demonetized like instantly. And I'm thinking, it's not gory. There's nothing provocative about it. It's just, I think they have a chip on their shoulder with what I do on here. So I'm not monetized here yet, but I am at least getting a lot of client traffic, and I'm very grateful for that. It's a great network. If Instagram is anything, it's a great networking tool. Better than any other in my experience. What's the best place for a learner to start? Would free apps be a good start? If you're completely new to the world of AI, I would encourage you to start with free apps and online websites, closed source options like Runway or like Pika or Luma or Kling or any of the image generators like Midjourney. I would encourage you to at least start there just so you know what you're dealing with. Look at this, you guys. Wow. So sick. So sick. Is there a Comfy app? Well, there's the ability to deploy it in the cloud. There are websites that offer cloud deployments of Comfy where you don't need proper hardware to run it. You just need access to a web browser. And one that I used to use before I built my rig is called Think Diffusion. This is it right here. And it just lets you rent out a cloud machine by the hour. And you can deploy it as a Comfy build, a automatic 1111 build, Focus. There's a number of variations, but for Comfy, this is where I started. It is saved for copyright. I'm not sure I understand the question. Oh, do you mean like anything that you make with Comfy, can it be used like commercially? I would say the answer is yes, within reason. It depends on things like the model that you're using. Like any of these workflows you see here are based, the first step in any of this is like to input your model, the model that you're going to use. And a model is basically like a vast database of reference imagery and references. And it really depends. Do you want to go for a realistic look, a cartoony look, anime? This is kind of where you would decide when selecting a model to load from. And each model comes with its different licensing agreements. Some will be commercially available, others are not so much so. Blown away with your exquisite details and how amazing you are to give out this badass info. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's my pleasure. It really is. It's a lot of fun to give out information like this and to help others in the community, because when I was getting started, people were helping me for free. So like, why wouldn't I pass it along? It's only the right thing to do, and it just feels really good. It is safe for copyright for sure. Networking. Yep. Pakistan. Hello, Pakistan. Sorry, I'm late. What's the name of the software? Paleo Riot. Yes, it's called Comfy UI. Is what you're looking at right here. Comfy UI. And what I'm actually going to do while we're just sitting here talking, I'm going to interpolate the results so that instead of looking at a 12 frame per second eyeball, we're going to look at a 60 frame per second in just a few moments here. And it's going to be even more beautiful. Yes, indeed. Yes, Animo. Thank you. I try. What else should we make after this? I mean, eyeballs are so easy, right? It's just like such an obvious subject matter to draw on. Like for this style, it's perfect. It's a match made in heaven. And for that reason, I think I will keep doing it. Let's augment our prompt for the image. Let's do, instead of like 1 or 2 eyeballs, let's do like millions of eyeballs. See where that gets us. And by the way, here's the interpolated result. And I don't know if it comes through too well on stream, but boy, does this look better. We are now looking at a 60 frame per second eyeball. And I could look at it all day. Is this an LCM workflow? Not this one. I do work with LCM workflows. This is not one of them. There is an LCM version of this 4-way morph workflow, and you can find it on Civitai. It's originally made by someone, username IPIV, IPIV, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's IPIV, IPIV's morph. You want to go up to the search in Civitai, click IPIV's morph, and you will find a very similar workflow here if you were to download it and pop it into Comfy. You'll get very similar results. And as you can see up here in these little tabs, there's, I believe, V2. I believe V2 right here is the LCM version. V3 is not LCM, but I would encourage you to check that out. Blake says, Bennett, this golden knowledge, you were really talented. Oh, more than talented heart. Oh, dude, thank you so much. You'll reach major success. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. It really does. I appreciate that so much. That really makes my day there. Thank you. Orange Lover, hi, how are you? How you doing? Can we see fighting action in this style? We can try. We can play with something like that. Let's, I mean, sure, why not, right? Let's kind of play with the premise. Okay, so, well, first I want to see what this produces, this prompt right here. More or less the same. Yeah, still cool, but, you know. Anyways, let's, I don't know, let's do 2. I'm just going to stick with zombies because I like the horror stuff. 2 zombies fighting in the street. Let's see what we get. Yeah, this will be cool. Nice. Basty says, what's up? Not much. How are you doing? Not too much. What kind of GPU power is needed for Comfy? It can widely vary. I'm personally using a 4090 NVIDIA, which is great for render times. It's pretty much the top of the line consumer card that you can buy, but you don't need a 4090. I would encourage you to get like a 30 series if you really want to start off with some power. You can also go with something that isn't even a 30 series. It's more so like the amount of VRAM that you have at your disposal. I would say going no lower than 8 gigs of VRAM is optimal. Anything above 8 gigs is a safe territory to start playing with Comfy, especially the video stuff. I mean, video is just another level of complexity. How do you get reasonable speed without LCM? I guess my answer would just be that my hardware is up to snuff to where like it's still not that long of a render time, at least for what I make. Like this morphing workflow, I'm currently set at 20 steps, 7 for the CFG, and it's still like just a 2 to 3 minute long render for a 512 by 512 resolution, 96 frames. It's not the end of the world for me personally. It might be for some people, but are AMD cards even feasible? I believe that they are, but I cannot say for sure. I would Google it. I don't normally use AMD cards, so I can't say. But I would imagine with a community as vast and supported as Comfy, I know Linux supports Comfy, so AMD's probably got to have some support for it. Ayahuasca can make that in your natural visions, absolutely. And your deep inner self is all there. These are called Morocco. Still like it though. Very interesting comment. I love that input. Thank you. And while I haven't been exposed to ayahuasca, I can relate to what you're saying and I can believe it. I can certainly believe it. So let's take our fighting dudes. Let's make 4 variations of them and just morph between them. So that's number 1. Let's do number 2. Okay. Oh, this is cool too. I have a proposal for you, Ben. Nice, Blake. Nice to hear. Yeah, just hit me up in the DM and we can kind of talk about it more from there. I'd love to talk about it with you. Sounds interesting. Okay. I'm actually going to make that our first one. This will be our second one. Oops. Okay. 2 more are needed. From Brazil. Nice. How you doing in Brazil over there? I've never been. Where are you all this time? Well, I'm here and I'm here now, and I'm based out of California, if that's your actual question. Let's do image number 4, and we should be good to go. Ooh, this is like a full body one. Nice. Let's see what this looks like. Sick. So it's not going to like be a fully choreographed, coherent fight sequence, but it will morph between 4 sequences where they're, fighting and stuff. So I still think it'll be really cool. Let's do that. Okay. Zombies fighting in the street. Zoom in. May as well just do like a zoom in. Yeah, let's do. Okay, let's try that. Hello, my son Braxton says hi. Nice. Hello to you and Braxton. It's nice to meet you. I'm glad that it resonates. Yeah, it's pretty weird stuff, I will admit. All right, so we are now in the process of rendering our zombie fight. And in just a few short minutes, hopefully not too long, yeah, about a little under 3 minutes, we will see the result. Which software? This software is called Comfy UI. Comfy UI. All right, folks. Let's multitask. Let's get Super ADD up in here. While that's rendering, I'm going to open up a new tab for Runway. We're going to play around with Runway, who just recently released an image to video feature, which is a lot of fun, and I've been wanting to play with it more. So let's paste in an image to play with here, see what it does with it. Just any old thing, really. I've got this picture of a pearlescent eyeball display. I don't know what to call it, but let's try it. And I'm not even going to prompt it, really. I'm just going to leave it there and hit generate. And I'll do another one, actually, and I will prompt it. You can do multiple concurrent gens. Let's do zoom in of pearl eyeballs, shiny, blinking eyes, shimmering. I don't know, whatever. It'll be interesting regardless. So we've got that going. I can already start to see signs of life with our zombie fight. As you can see, it's quite blurry, but that's slowly changing. Vela, California. Yes, I am in California. Is Comfy work only on Windows? No, it's supported on Mac. I don't think that it's quite as capable on Mac. I used to run it on my Mac Mini, which had an M2 processor, and it was a very disappointing experience. I just don't think it runs as well on Mac as it does on a proper PC build. Now, I could be wrong. I just haven't used it that much on a Mac, so. But I know it's supported on Mac. I can at least tell you that. All right, let's see what we have here. Ooh. Oh, cool. Ooh, this is sick. This is cool. This is actually cooler than I was expecting. I actually don't really know what I was expecting because I don't do much dynamic movement like this on Comfy, like where it's zoomed out creatures doing humanoid things. I usually focus on like the close-ups of faces and stuff, but this is sick. This is giving me a lot of ideas as I'm staring at it. Let's interpolate it. Oh, we already are. Sweet. I want to see the 60 frame version of that. Great, thanks. I will try. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. I would encourage you to check it out. It's a very deep rabbit hole, but one that will grab you. The moment that you start seeing what it's capable of, especially as it pertains to your artwork and like what you can really make with it, boy, does it grab you. It's so much fun. Ooh, okay. Check this out, friends. Look at the background. It's like there's so much interesting stuff going on in the background. Look right there. It looks like a Dementor flew by from like Harry Potter or something. There's just like total commotion going on behind the scenes. It's so cool. Super cool. Great idea. Whoever, I forget who had the idea, but thank you. Love my background. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I made that a few days ago with the forest thingy thing. Yeah. I'm always playing around with different backgrounds for that, but this is a pretty serene situation. Let's get even crazier with this, actually. I want to stay on this theme because this is impressing me more than I expected. So I'm going to switch back to our other video for the reference. Yes, okay. So let's paste that in. Use this guy again. I can only imagine what's going to happen now. So line art, bump that up pretty high, actually, 0.85. We'll do 0.45 for the N%. In a nutshell, at a very high level, if I had to explain, first of all, strength, for those who aren't initiated, the strength that I am setting here goes anywhere between 0 and 1. And the closer to 1 that you set it, the more that your video will bleed through into the results. And vice versa, the further away from 1 that you set it, the more it will prioritize the images in the final result. So for this one, I really want it to let these details bleed through. I want it to paint over this depth map with the zombies, but I really want those bubbly things to be prominent. And so that is why I've bumped the strength up where I did. Let's see what happens. Full view looks like a murder board. Yes, it does. Like a vision board, but a cursed vision board. Is there zero way to do all this on a newer Android? I mean, if you're really creative, you can probably, like I was mentioning earlier, there's the cloud deployment of Comfy that you can rent by the hour, I think, or it's just like a monthly. There's different plans, but you can run it in the cloud. And when you do, all you really need technically is a web browser. So I guess, no, I don't just guess. I know that you can use it from a mobile device. I used to use it on my iPad, but it was very, very finicky to interact with the website with the iPad. So it's technically possible, I'm sure, but not optimal by any means. I love that you thought about the speed of your background. What's sweet? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm always picking up on like weird, unusual details. Just not even consciously. I'm working in Runway Gen 3 right now with fashion anthropomorphic cats. Nice. Heck yes. It seems to do very well with cats and just animals and anthropomorphizing them. I should play a lot more with that. It's a fun idea. Let's see what our runways look like. So here's the one without any prompt guidance. And it's cool. It's pretty cool. Ooh, I like the end transition there. That's pretty. Let's see what it looks like with my text assistance. Okay, so it zooms in like I asked. And then it just does like a crossfade blur to like another sequence. Okay, it's kind of fun. But this is going to be a chaos. I can't wait to see what this looks like. You only come to see my brown eyes. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you're getting some value out of my stream. All right, what do we have left? 12 seconds, and then we're home free. All right. Okay. Chaos. Very, very funny. Well, it's not really a fight anymore, is it? They kind of just got mashed together. Ooh, zombie cats could be a fun one. Georgia asks, what is your Patreon? Oh, I appreciate you asking about it. My Patreon is literally just patreon.com/Bennett Waisbrun. You can also find it in my link tree, which is in my bio. But yeah, just that's super cool of you to ask. It's Bennett Waisbrun /Bennett Waisbrun. And here's what it looks like. And at the moment, what I'm offering here to my paid members is really just a collection of exclusive videos and songs similar to the loops that you see on my Instagram, but just exclusive for my members. And they're fully commercially available to use however you want. And I upload one every single week. And yeah, that's what I'm offering at the moment. I will hopefully offer more in the future, maybe workflows and tutorials and stuff, but that's what it is right now. Yeah, zombie cats. Let's try a zombie cat, shall we? Let's do that. Zombie cat, horror, creepy, realistic. Let's see what we get. And by the way, here's our interpolated result. Very, very cool. Oh, cool. Let's do this. Let's play with the zombie cat. Let's actually go from like zombie cat to zombie dog to zombie whatever. Let's see what happens. Zombie dog, because why not, right? Oh man, this is going to be gruesome. Oh man, that's almost kind of sad to look at, but it's still pretty gnarly. Well, let's animate it. Zombie cat, zombie dog, zombie lizard. Sorry, just joining. Which model am I using? I'm using a couple because I have two different workflows open. For the images, I am using Mobius. Yes, it's called Mobius right here. You can find it on Civitai mainly. And it's a really good all-around model for image generation. Very good prompt adherence, very artistically pleasing results. And yeah, just does what I need it to do. This is sick. Looks kind of dinosaur-esque even. So we got cat, dog, lizard. I want the lizard to be a little closer up. Let's see if we can. Okay, yeah, that'll be good. Yes. Sinister. And am India. Hello to India. Oh, and to complete your question, the model I'm using for animation at the moment is Realism by Stable Yogi. It's one of my favorites right now. Realism by Stable Yogi. Okay, this should do fine. Let's take that. Paste it in. Yeah, this will be cool. I like them to have similar like positioning, composition, zoom level. Like these are all kind of similar in terms of the headshot, the proportion to the shoulders, and yeah, that's why I needed a different lizard photo here, just so it can match up a little better. And the final one, I don't know, what's a fourth pet? What are pets? What are pets? I don't know, ferret. God, why can't I think of more pets? Zombie bear. Oh, actually, like no rabbit. Yeah, rabbit is a shoo-in actually. Oh wait, we'll just use this. This is cute. This is hilarious actually. Yes, zombie ferret on deck. Let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck yeah. All right, let's go for it. We're going to bring back our circular little friend. Change up the control net. Do a 0.4. It's fine. I guess 0.4 is okay. All right, let's try it. Oh, once again, I've forgotten to prompt it. Let's do that. Zombie cat. Let's do this. Zombie cat morphing into zombie dog morphing into a zombie lizard morphing into a zombie ferret morphing back into a zombie cat. Perfection. Alrighty, let's do it. Hola, mister. Hello, the clouds are blue. How are you? Nice to meet you. Let's Let's have some fun with one of my previous prompts here in Runway, one that I return to over and over because the results are just so funny. It's going to be a volcanic disintegrating zombie of sorts. Melting into lava. Just because it's fun for all ages. Cock. I will probably do that after stream. That would be a very funny idea. What, like a zombie cock? That would be gnarly. How to get banned from Instagram instantly. I'm from Las Vegas. Hey, nice to meet you. I love Vegas. I go there fairly often, a few times a year. Alien, yes. Yes, Alien is good. Zombie Alien. Want somebody to write the Mobius app? John Weiss, let me put it on screen for a few seconds here for you. Actually, I'll just kind of find it on Civitai. Let's see. Mobius. This is what the page looks like, if you can see it on your screen. Mobius. And when you land on the page, this is what you should also see. Just download it over in this blue button here, and you should be good to go. Yes. A couple more seconds there. Oh, you know what? It's off screen. I need to center it. All right. Hopefully you can see it now. I'm waiting to see if it shows up on my Instagram. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Let's go back to what we were doing, friends. We're almost done with our pet zombies. We're roughly 17 seconds away. I'm excited for this one. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's a pretty literal interpretation of what I wanted. That's for sure. I like it. Got it. Big thanks. You are welcome, my friend. Yeah, it's a very fun model. Very versatile and capable. It's very unique in its ability to follow prompts as well as maintain artistic styling. That's a combination I don't find too often, personally. Obsessed with your work. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you, Hopelessly. I appreciate the kind words. So do we have our runway video? No, because I didn't submit it yet. Oh, yes, I... Oh, okay. I was still using the image input. Oh my gosh, that's cool. Talk about unexpected. Okay, so I put in this prompt, right, for runway. It says zombie, vivid, humanoid, decay features, eyeballs, nose, mouth, blah, blah, blah. Usually produces a really cool looking like zombie either exploding or melting or something. But I still had the image prompt in here for reference. And so runway was using that. And then what it created was this right here on accident. And this is super cool. Dude, that is so sick. I was not expecting that at all. Head positions look like they need to line up quite a bit. Yeah, agreed. I need to play with it a little bit more. I went to Injuna Deep show. Oh, I love Injuna Deep. Hell yeah. And the visuals and the venue were subpar. After working with animation, I'm starting to pick up. Yes, no, that's good. I think the better you get at your craft as an animator, the more you'll pick up on things that don't really look right in other people's work, which can only, you know, help your work, right? Oh, thank you. Side Hybrum. Sorry, I can't pronounce it that great, but I appreciate the comment. Thank you. Yeah, that's super cool, right? Let's see what this one looks like because it's the same deal. Oh man, what? So it starts on my image, but then immediately changes to like a lava flow. It doesn't even try to like incorporate it, but it's still cool. It's so cool. Sick. Silly question. Are the prompts saved with the images anywhere, or is there a node that can do that? Well, no. The way I So I'm not that organized about it, but if you do, for example, save your workflow, like you find a video you like say you really like this one, the workflow that made it, you just do Control S and it pops up a dialog to save your work as a JSON file. You can name it whatever you want. And then at any point in the future, you drag that JSON file back onto Comfy like that, and it'll take you right back with everything intact, including the prompts that you've written. So that, I mean, that's one like dirty-ish way to save the prompts if you don't want to be too like organized about it. The math's amazing. Yes, yes. Yeah, this is giving me ideas for like turning unexpected images into zombies. This I can't get over. I love the transition here between my picture and the zombie. It's like an ice cube crystalline structure. So cool. Pleasantly surprised there. So I would like now to, well, I'd like to actually remove this image and run the prompt without an image. So let's see what that does. I'm going to bump the weight up quite a bit on this. Actually, yeah, 4, 5. In fact, I'll bring. No, I think I'm going to park it here with the pets. Let's do some other theme. Can you also drag the media back into Comfy and it will bring it all back? Yes. I think you can. Yes, there's like a way to save the data in the form of an image, and you can literally drag the image onto Comfy and it will somehow also bring up the workflow. I don't exactly understand the inner workings of how that's done or made. I just make JSON files with a Control S command, but I've seen people like literally drag images, like screenshots of the workflow into Comfy and it populates. It's crazy. I don't really know. Maybe it's like the metadata of the image or something. Just jumped in, was curious what the software you're using. The software is called Comfy UI. Comfy UI, as in user interface. See? Ooh, let's see what this looks like. Ooh. Oh. So cool. I mean, come on. Like, have whatever opinion you want on AI art and, you know, the ethics around it. And fair enough. You're fully entitled to that. But the results that it can produce, a lot of the times on accident, are just so breathtakingly cool. Like, God, everything in this one right here is amazing. The fire lava in the background, just it's so cool. So beautiful. Hello, Farah. How are you? Maybe there's a way to pin the title of the stream somewhere. Do you mean? I'm not quite sure what you're getting at there, or maybe you're responding to someone else. Pin the title of the stream somewhere. Let's go back to eyeballs. Always, always eyeballs. But let's mix it up. I want to mix it up a little bit, don't I? Disgusting, weird, unusual, just random keywords that might produce something more interesting here. Psychedelic, alien. Just going totally crazy with the prompt here. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, there probably is a way to pin common questions to the thread. I know on TikTok there certainly is. I don't know my way around Instagram Live that well yet. For one thing, I'm not streaming from Instagram directly. I'm currently streaming from Restream.io to not only Instagram, but also Twitch and YouTube. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Now we just have to poke around. What if I apply, put user timeout, block list? Okay, those are just Restream settings. Yeah, I'll look into it. It's a good idea, though. Oh, yeah, teeth. Teeth are good. Why aren't I incorporating teeth? I should be using other body parts, too, shouldn't I? Let's simplify this a bit. Let's do, like, teeth, dental. mouth, lips. Yeah, this will be interesting. Yeah, already we're getting some more interesting stuff. I'm looking at Comfy UI on GitHub. The last release was from last year. I don't know what the latest release is for Comfy. I downloaded it quite a while ago, and I've just been updating it through the app itself. I haven't like been downloading updated packages from anywhere. It kind of just does it all in a self-contained way. But I would assume whatever the latest release is that it's giving to you is most likely the latest one. And to be honest, like once it's actually installed, like I just mentioned, you can update it to the latest version from within. So honestly, that's probably the route that I would go anyways. So I wouldn't worry too much. Yes, indeed. Okay. Let's chewing on stuff, eyeballs and ears, body parts, bate, horror. Okay. Oh yes, oh yes, I like where this is going now. Yeah, buddy. All right, friends, we have not too much longer, I think. We have about 9 minutes remaining, and then I'm going to call it a day. But I've had a ton of fun with you, and I can't wait to do it again. If you have any more questions about what I'm doing or AI art just in general, please do ask, and I'll do my best to answer. But let's play with this. And also, let's play with a different video reference just to mix things up a bit more. What do I want to use? I'll use this. Breathing in and out. Always a favorite. Okay, let's make a few more images. This is pretty cool. I like whatever this prompt is producing now. Look at that. Ooh, that is so pretty. I love it. So this is all one program. Correct. Yes. Pretty much everything you're seeing here is all one program. I say pretty much because I'm also jumping between Runway, which is its own thing. Ooh, content was flagged. How unfortunate. That is unfortunate. One of the main drawbacks of Runway. Well, that's okay. We can play with another prompt there. Okay, let's take this, plop it in. Get lost. No, you get lost. Thanks for the quick lessons. You are so welcome, John Wise. Anytime. Oh, ho, ho. Squishy. Oh, these are keepers. Yeah, these are sick. This will be really fun. I think this is going to be the last video, by the way, you guys. And I think it's going to be a real banger. Permadosed, 100%. Yes. Thank you for calling out Pers Beats. I love driving traffic to him. Definitely an amazing place to start learning about all this stuff. It's definitely a place where I got started. He was instrumental in getting me going with Comfy UI. So Pers Beats on YouTube, you guys. YouTube/PURZ Beats, BEATS. This is what his page looks like. And highly encourage you, if you want to get into what I'm doing, is to start here and just jump into one of his many lives. It can be a bit overwhelming at first because they're very long and there's a lot of them, but he does have one that's really good entry point, and it's called Beginner First Steps, I think. Yeah. Creative Exploration, Beginner First Steps. And that should get you going. But let's wrap up this final video here because I do have to get going. And I think this should be good. Let's see what it does. Zombie, let's take the prompt from here, paste it into here. All right. And I thank you guys again so much for joining me today. It's always fun. He is super cool, Ola. Agreed. I wish I could have met him. I had the chance to a few months back. I think I mentioned this already, but he was at this AI meetup thing at a brewery in downtown LA, and I just missed him. I just left right before he arrived, I think. So, yes, I appreciate you too. Thank you so much, Lola. You should do more of these lives as well if you're so inclined. It's a lot of fun to do. I don't know if you ever go live, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And you have a great setup already, it looks like. So, would be a fun thing. Check out First Beats. Yes. Hey, how's it going? Question: tacos or burritos? Burritos, 100%, all the way, all day long. Tacos are fine, but I will always choose a burrito if I have the choice. And if it's a good burrito, it's got to be a good burrito. Definitely following your socials. Love from Kenya. Nice, right on. Nice to meet you. Super glad that you're finding it useful. And by the way, you guys, the prompt for these weird alien type things, they kind of look like H.R. Geiger aliens. Is that the Alien movie? Is that H.R. Geiger? The H.R. Geiger? I think I'm thinking of someone else. No, H.R. Geiger. Yeah, this is giving off those vibes. But the prompt that I got to, the prompt that I wrote to get these results, you guys, is right here in case you want it. Disgusting gore, disgusting, psychedelic alien. As you can see, I like to repeat words just to emphasize it for the AI. Like, I definitely want alien. And yeah, this is a pretty solid prompt right here if you want to play with it yourself. Were you just on Civitate? Yeah. No, that was an awesome stream. I really enjoyed that interview. It was a lot of fun. Tyler's a really good guy. He's really cool. All right, we are a few seconds off. We are 38 seconds. And I will be wrapping it up from there. Although I think I will do a frame interpolation just for some added fun after this finishes. Just like you see here. And I don't know if any of you have noticed, but just invested in a new microphone the last few days, and I'm very happy with it. I hope that it sounds good because I like it a lot, and it was an investment. It's a Rode microphone, RODE, and it's sick. It's very fun to use. A lot better than my last one, I'll tell you that much. My last one kept unplugging, like in the middle of like live streams or like phone calls. It was just awful. So I definitely needed the upgrade. Okay, so, ooh. Interesting. It's a little, the lighting, like, it's flickering. There's a lot of light flickers that are going on, and I'm just never a fan of that. So that's something I would probably massage and play with a little bit more if I had more time with this. But, I mean, other than that, the textures, the gooiness, it's weird. I like it. I like how zoomed in it appears to be because it's quite blurry. It looks like it's a very microscopic subject. And here is the interpolated version right here. It's very beautiful. Again, I would just want to play with the lighting. If I could fix the lighting situation here, I think I'd be very happy with what we're looking at. Mike sounds good. Nice. Good to hear. Thanks, Protos. Like your work, dude. Thank you so much, Carlos. Appreciate it. For prompts, do you ever use weighted words or ratios? No, I should play around with those more. I used to play around with those a little bit, and then I kind of just left it behind, the whole prompt weights and stuff. But that seems like a pretty deep rabbit hole that I could get lost in. I will be revisiting that eventually. The spasming one? Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean in this video right here? I like how there's like weird blue neon lights occasionally, even though there's not really any blue lights in the sources. But yeah, good shit. Movements, the fractalix movements in B and W, where do you found? In B, I'm not sure what you mean by B and W. Where do you found? I'm not quite sure I understand the question, my friend. Great sound, great work. Oh, you're so welcome. You're very welcome, Paleo. Alrighty. I think I'm going to have to wrap it here, you guys. I got a couple things to do, but this has always been the highlight of my day, and I just really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Yeah, black and white something. I just don't know. Are you asking where do you found? Are you, where do I originate? Like where do I live? I live in California. Hopefully that is an answer. Okay. Am I going to save this workflow? Yes, I will, because I want to play with it more later. Breathing zombie. Oh, you know what? I think I just got what you're saying. B&W black and white reference of the movements. Yes. Okay. So the depth math, right? This guy right here, is that what you're referring to? These come from all over the place. I have a folder of a bunch of different video references that I like to play with. Some of them are black and white, but some of them are not. And the fun thing is, they don't have to be black and white. You can just do a full colored video reference, like this right here. And the control net is so powerful that it will still derive its own depth map out of this that it will then use to paint over. But I do find that it helps if you feed it an already black and white type of video. I kind of think the results are a little better. But I hope that answers your question. I think I finally get what you're asking. Love your content, bro. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much. Oh, nice. You're from California too? Right on. I do tracks to your videos. Right on. I'm glad they serve a need. Toronto, Canada. Nice. How's it going in Toronto? But yeah. Yeah, folks. We're going to park it here. I hope you found this useful. And like I said earlier, I will be releasing a course in the coming weeks, possibly months. It's a work in progress, all still very preliminary. And it's my first course, you guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun just to kind of figure it out, sketch it out, do the whole table of contents and the whole presentation. So we'll see how it turns out, but hopefully it'll help a lot of people. That is the point. Where am I from? I'm from California, my friend. You're welcome, Promodost, anytime. Love from India. Love to you back. All right, folks. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Have a great day.